Hey guys, first regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about a Thunderhammer Death Company build for patch 11.2 of Space Marine 2 on the Assault. Now, the Thunderhammer got a fat 50% AoE radius buff to the Aftershock in Ground Slam back in like patch 10. Really powerful option now, really good in Siege mode too, surprisingly. And overall, the block Thunderhammer is the best option because damage is king for this weapon, and Adrenaline Surge charges just hit like a truck on this option. Now, for the perk tree, I start off here, Perpetual Strength first, melee damage increases by 5%. Moving here into the perk, Fast Preparation. Aftershock preparation time is reduced by 30%. Aftershock is the most damaging attack on the Thunderhammer to begin with, so pretty much always pick this up. Having a longer Aftershock prep simply sucks ass, so really good option. The next two perks here are Perpetual Strength and Perpetual Strength for a 10% melee damage increase. Then I pick up the perk here, Shattering Impact, for a 50% extra AoE on the Ground Slam, on top of the perk here, Seismic Chain. After performing a Ground Slam, hold the attack button to perform an additional Ground Slam. Now, Seismic Chain and Shattering Impact are an amazing combo, even with 3 speed. You will pick up a lot of extra executes off of this extra AoE, on top of the fact that double Ground Slams are really good for catching out enemies. Now, Extremis Slayer up here and the perk Reclamation are pretty nice too, but the perk you have to move into with Offense Initiated I just think is overall worse than the perk down here after Aftershock. Now, the perk I take after this combo here is, of course, Perpetual Strength again for another 5% melee damage increase, and then we grab the perk after Aftershock. After hitting enemy with Aftershock, you deal 10% more melee damage for 10 seconds. Now, Aftershock is the charge attack of this weapon that we mentioned earlier, and really all you have to do to trigger this is hit them with any portion of the Aftershock attack, including the initial pulse slam, because the way Aftershock works is that initially you'll charge it up, you will do a pulse slam up that like pulls your weapon over your head to do the double ground slam with the Aftershock improved, and this one is just a really strong option with that because all you have to do is hit them with that pole slam the very first hit or any hit after to trigger this. So 10% damage buff, really easy to pull off, and 10 seconds is a pretty damn long uptime. Next perk here is Kill Streak, which is pretty redundant because no knockback is already here in our prestige perk tree on the actual perk tree list. And the next perk here instead is Aftershock Improved. Aftershock gains additional smash. This perk is incredible, by far the best option in my opinion. Having double ground slams, or excuse me, double aftershocks is incredibly potent in Space Marine 2 with double adrenaline surge charges for the knockback and AoE damage. Really great perk, pretty much just always pick this up. Next perk here is Minoru Slayer, moving up here to the perk Majora Slayer for another further 10% damage buff versus Majora's enemies. That's pretty much all there is for the Thunderhammer. Now, if you want to have like an alternative build for this, I would say the best option besides this one would just be going this way, where you go up here, pick up all of these perks. You can even skip over Majora Slayer for Aftershock if you wanted to, and build it this way. And if you want to swap out this perk, you could pick up Majora Slayer once again. That is up to you. That's pretty much all there is for this weapon. Now, for the secondary option, you do have a few choices here. You could pick up the Heroic Heavy Bolt Pistol like I did. This is the highest overall gun strike damage in the entire game, and the heroic perk effect is called No Help is Coming. Shooting enemy with lead stream status effect stops it from calling for reinforcements, and headshots will kill in one shot. Now, in 11.2 of Space Marine 2, this perk is bugged. Body shots will do nothing to stop reinforcement calls. They probably won't fix that until like patch 12 of Tech Marine, but unfortunately that's the way it is. But headshots will still be able to kill in one shot, so still a really good perk effect. Just keep that in mind. Now, for the perk tree on this, I go all the way down the bottom row to pick up things like Death Strike. After killing a Majora's level or higher enemy in melee combat, you will deal 25% more damage for 10 seconds. This perk will also trigger off a finisher, not just a melee kill, so even better than it sounds initially, and a 25% damage buff for 10 seconds. It's just a pretty substantial damage increase for a pretty long uptime. Now, the next perk here, Able Damage, after using a class ability, damage increases by 20% for 10 seconds. This perk is really good on Assault because Assault uses Jump Pack all the time, regardless of like a Wings of Flame build or a Zealous Blow build. You will cycle ground pounds over and over, so getting that 20% damage increase is pretty nice. Final perks I grab are Home Precision, Gunstrike Reload, and Tactical Precision, because Tactical Precision gives you a 20% headshot damage increase, and non-headshot damage decreases by 10%. Now, headshots are pretty much all that matter for bolt weapons in this game anyways, and this damage increase is quite substantial. So definitely pick this up on pretty much every single bolt weapon ever. Now, for the other options you could have, I would take the Plasma Pistol Rate of Fire option versus Chaos. This weapon is incredible. The Rate of Fire stat does increase the charge rate of your weapon, so really good for pulling off that stagger. The main issue you'll run into versus Chaos is that if you don't have any type of staggering weapon, you'll just get nuked by miniguns and stuff like that occasionally, so stagger is really useful versus them and even the Chaos spawn. So great option. I would build it this way for ammo economy, and always pick up this perk for faster charge rate. Now, alternative option to this is of course the Inferno pistol. I would probably take the ammo variant and go down the bottom row because the perk up here, Motivated Melee, this damage increase is really not as good as it sounds at all. The way it's calculated in the game is just garbage. It barely gives you any damage increase, and having extra range is just way better in my opinion. And overall, this weapon is great for stagger for the same reasons the Plasma Pistol is, but this one actually has way more ammunition, and on top of that, it has an ammunition reload perk with Adamant Restoration, which is like the only secondary in the entire game that gives you any type of ammo restore outside of like a perk in the actual perk tree. So now for the perk tree, first perk we take here is Overcharge. Damage from held and charged melee attacks increases by 25%. This perk will function for both your Ground Slam and Aftershock, so really a catch-all for the most damaging abilities the Thunderhammer has. Now, I will say the perk down here, Armor Reinforcement, non-finisher gun strikes restore one armor segment. This perk is definitely the safer option for like any Thunderhammer build, but this one's the most damaging, so we're taking it here today. Next perk here is Consecutive Execution, killing 7 enemies in a rapid session restores equipment charge by 1. The cooldown is 90 seconds. Now, 90-second Melt-A-Bombs will save your life in this game, and to be honest, Shock Nades, Crack Grenades, and even Frags are still really good on the cooldown, but Melt-A-Bombs just overperform, and getting them on a 90-second cooldown, especially in Siege mode, will save your life and really up your clear rate. Next perk here is Knowledge of the Enemy. Melee damage increases by 15% against Majoris or Extremis level enemies. A 15% flat damage increase versus 2 of the most dangerous enemies in the game is really damn useful. And overall, this one helps out your ground pound the most in my opinion, though active attrition is still pretty decent. Next perk here is Strategic Strikes. All team members deal 20% more melee damage against Extremis and Terminus level enemies. We're just going for full damage here, so kind of no-brainer to pick this one up, but proven efficiency is still pretty strong, but for straight up Thunderhammer damage, I would pick this up instead. Next perk here is Mighty Angel. Ground pound damage increases by 25%. Moving down into the God tier perk, Zealous Blow. This perk generates so much damn value, it is kind of insane. If you're able to kill enough Minoris enemies, you will get multiple charges of your jump pack back at once, and you will generate so much free damage on Majoris, Extremis, and even bosses if you keep landing to Minoris hordes around them. Really good option, by far the best in this column in my opinion. Wings of Flame is definitely more situational, and maneuverability is not like the worst thing ever, but this is just way more CDR. Next perk here is Pride and Duty. After a finisher, ground pound deals 25% more damage for 10 seconds. This perk will trigger off of any finisher in the game, including Minoris executes with the gun strike, so keep that in mind. And having both of these perks here for like a 50% ground pound damage increase, like a little bit of a limitation, is really good to trigger that Zealous Blow perk and get you those ground pounds back, which is really all you need on this build. Next perk here is Amp Ammunition. Any use of the jump pack reloads the equipped ranged weapon, increases damage by 50% for 10 seconds. Now, a 50% damage buff for 10 seconds when you are jump pack cycling all the time is really nice to have, especially like things like the Heroic Heavy Bolt Pistol here that does so much damn damage, like a base firepower of 12, which is higher than like all the other options on the Heavy Bolt Pistol anyways besides the firepower variant. That is a really good thing to have and helps out a ton on picking up some Majoris kills. So I do like this perk a lot, though I will say the perk down here, Commitment, after a perfect time dodge using a jump pack dash restores jump pack's ability charge. This perk will just enable your jump pack dash to actually be worth using. So you want to pick this up and like you feel more comfortable with this, you definitely could. But Amp Ammunition, I think, it generates a ton of value, especially for the Inferno Pistol, because Inferno Pistol has like a 5 business day reload speed, and being able to instantaneously reload that on like a single jump pack is really nice to have on top of the other 50% damage effects, so just keep that in mind. And Takeoff, yeah, this perk isn't like horrible, but the damage I don't think it's like super substantial. It's like 130 or something, and to keep that in mind, the base HP of a warrior is like 308, so it's not horrible, but is pretty, you know, underpowered compared to these, in my opinion. Now for the prestige perk list, we of course take Annealing O first. When charging a ground pound, you become invulnerable for 3 seconds. This perk gives you so much damn utility. You will phase through things like Zoanthrope beams and Neurothrope waves on top of stuff like Missile Terminator miniguns or their missile cannons on their backs. It is a really good option. If you actually charge up your ground pound for like a split second, you will get the full invulnerability from this and have an invulnerability the entirety of your jump pack trajectory, which is really damn useful and definitely one of the best perks in this entire tree. Next perk here is Adrenaline Boost. This one gives you no knockback on a perfect parry, block, or dodge for 10 seconds. Really good for keeping you alive, and no knockback, especially on a Thunder Hammer, is super damn useful. Next perk here is Fortitude. Health increases by 15%. Moving here to the perk Practice Aim. That's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. The Thunder Hammer's in a pretty good spot right now. The damage is tremendous. It may have a bit of a learning curve, but definitely worth picking up. And Death Company, of course, are one of my favorite chapters or chapter aspects in Space Marine 2 and 40k in general, because Blood Angels are my favorite and Sanguinius is my favorite Primarch. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Here's some gameplay. Take it easy. Bye.
Deliver the Emperor's violent retribution.
Ooh, Carnifex. Like that.
Take heed.
Where is the Carnifex? Oh, hello. Ask and you shall receive.
Avenging angel. Wrath shall reign. Ravener of the Force.
That's all, guys.
Ordnance and finish. Jump pack refuel. This Ravener has despoiled its last swamp of land.
Combat squad Heraton reporting in. The bridge is lost. Those are my squad brothers. I am cut off from our planned route to the Ordnance Depot. Calculating a new route based on your report, Heraton. Standing by. Be advised. The cruiser's crew managed to execute security protocols before they were overrun by the Xenos brood.
I'm airborne ready. That pitiful Xenos was but no horrid blood.
There we go.
Jump pack refuel. We have cleansed the Xenos space.
And to be robbed of that AP right at the end. How nice.
Commencing reload. The Xenos infestation is stemmed.
We'll love it. Love to see it.
Avenging angel.
Ace just hit wave 48 and siege mode. Is that a record? I think it is. I'm pretty sure the Chinese only got to 47. Pretty fucking base. I know Tigronix told me they got to the, they were using the one thingy. The Pyro Blaster and Hammer. It just scales higher. Pyro Blaster makes sense.
But the Imperium is indomitable.
I'm trying to get my dailies done, but I can't stop watching FUG's gameplay. Thank you, Diesel. Do the block charges activate off a ground pound? Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Brothers, together we go.
that the heroic hammer? Not a heroic hammer. Just a thunder hammer. Block hammer. Heroic hammer is not very good compared to the block hammer.
To bypass the security protocols.
Take control of the console unit. Then we may exact revenge upon the repugnant Xenos. The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its thoughts. Wrath shall reign. I am airborne ready.
Okay, we got the matching symbols one. This one's not too bad. Oh, we got like the EAX.
I am the righteous storm, avenging angel at your disposal. Purge the sword throat in a hail of bombs. Fire calls for every nothing. Blast! Finish the firepower. Reinforcements will not provide them relief. That pitiful Xenos was but no horror. It's Xenos brains that have granted the wisdom to flee. Jump pack refuel. The Xenos infestation is stemmed. The Imperium's hammer rises to strike. Your reign of terror is ended.
Alright, there's one of them.
Does not have one of these symbols.
I thought you said you were done for the day.
I am
Yeah, for this
airborne
one.
ready. Excellent work, brother.
Let's see this.
Take flight and let terror. Avenging angel at your disposal. The enemy summons. Death to the Xenos.
Just stopped. Interesting. Are all the symbols over there? Wonderful.
Another alien falls to the Imperium's keen blade.
It must be back here or something.
Commencing reload.
I took the normal heavy bolt pistol this time so we get through the next portion more easily.
Spirit.
'Cause that part does suck.
I am airborne ready. Wrath shall reign. Jump pack refuel.
Wolfman Lord effectively with 100 bits. The only time she is done is when he finishes on your mama's ass. Skivity burn.
The Imperium's hammer rises to strike.
I wouldn't say that, but not exactly the bits. That's not exactly the bits thing I expected, to be honest. But what you gotta do? Bonk.
Xenos fire. Accurate symbol. Fire. I am airborne ready. Confirm the correct markings on the main console.
Alright, if it stops giving me endless waves here, will be good.
Take flight. Let terror.
Thank you. All the way up there, huh?
Avenging angel at your disposal.
Are you solo all the time? Not all the time for this match right now.
And the machines drum.
Played a lot of people today.
Engineering
Alright, there we go. I was playing Siege? This is not Siege.
Attention boarding parties.
Double block charge with the ground pound max damage with double block charges goes insanely hard. It definitely does. You do a stupid amount of damage on your ground pound with it.
Combat squads.
Stupid amount.
Combat squad Heraton here. Redirecting along newly advised path. Combat squad Octavio reporting in. Cyclonic armament secure.
Is there another hard siege push on the horizon? Maybe. Hard siege takes forever though. It's like a 3-hour game.
Report on its condition when you arrive. All squads, we have updated our battle stratagems. Heraton.
Could do that though. I'll probably do that in tech when it comes out.
Protect the cyclonic armaments. Talassa, your new
What would you say is the best melee weapon to max out first to love the vids? Best melee weapon to max out first would probably be Chainsword. I think it's on the most classes. I think Chainsword is on the is available on the most. Or Combat Knife. Yeah, Combat Knife's probably the best option. Depends on what you want to play.
Emergency blast shields retracting. Warning. Coolant rods exposed. Talassa, I need you to disable the entire cooling array. Concentrate fire on the exposed cooling rods.
Target the vulnerable cooling rods.
Elements of the cooling rod array are cloaked.
Vile filth.
How was the Inferno Pistol? Inferno Pistol's pretty good.
The Xenos infestation.
Inferno Pistol is pretty good. Mainly for Chaos, though, in my opinion. I don't think it's very good versus Tyranids. But against Chaos, it works really well.
I am the righteous sword.
Alright, 2 Raveners right there, huh? Okay.
Ravenous lurk below.
Hey, first regards, man. I watch YouTube videos, sending appreciation from Canada. You ever play viewers? Yeah, I play viewers all the time. I think I've played more viewers today than anything else, to be honest. FTG, after your short with the Carney kill with the Gladius, I've just become obsessed with doing one-shot boss runs with it. It was kind of burnt out for Space Routine, but that build made the game fun again. Power Gladius is one of the most entertaining builds in the game currently. It's just fun to try to set up the one-shot. One-shotting stuff in games is just fun in general, but... What about the Volkite? Volkite doesn't have great contested health recovery. It's a big problem with it. It's still good. It just doesn't have, like, ridiculous health recovery. These are the 100 bits. What is your duty to serve the Emperor's will? That's certainly my duty. Well, actually, my duty right now is to... Apparently, the Emperor's will is destroying these generators. Get the fuck out of my way. Wolf Mandalore FG said duty. Haha. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits, Mr. Mandalore of God. What's your favorite melee weapon on Vanguard? Probably Power Gladius. I mean, it's not like the options are very large because you think it's a chainsword or a combat knife. Oh, power. Actually, no, it's probably Power Axe. I forgot he has a Power Axe for some reason. I forgot he has a Power Axe now.
Avenging angel will dispose of. No wards remain active.
Temperatures at critical level. Plasma reactor shutting down to prevent catastrophic detonation.
Alright, get me the fuck out of here. I guess we'll do this first.
Performance final task. Proceed to the decks below and force the plasma reactors to overheat.
Let us descend to the reactor chamber. I am airborne ready.
I want the ammo before I leave here. So no Starry Showcase are gonna be later. Hypex, I already did it. That was earlier. Did you miss it, Hypex? It's tragic. Can I just get back to the ammo? Without having like an armada here? I'll be making a video on it as well. Some of the cosmetic stuff. But like, that's 99% of what people like from that, I swear.
Avenging angel will dispose of.
Yeah, you missed it. It's rough. Or not, there will be a video on it. All I really talked about is the customization, though, because that's the main part of it I like. But it was really, really cool they added in. Now you can play as all the Chaos guys.
Avenging angel will dispose of. Xenos hunger is insatiable, but the Imperium is indomitable.
Old Man Lord with 100 bits. Okay, serious question. I've been thinking about jumping into the RTS Warhammer content. Any recommendations so far? I've seen Battle Sector and Mechanicus. I mean, there's Battle Sector. The RTS will be Dawn of War. Like, Dawn of War 4 is going to be huge. It will be huge. I'll probably finish the stuff you asked for in like an hour if everything goes well with testing it. Thanks a ton, Hypex. Actually, I appreciate it a ton, to be honest. Especially on such a short notice.
Scars of war. But we have heard nothing from our brother.
Did you see the new Dawn of War trailer with the orcs? The cinematic one with the orcs they put out today? Well, they put out yesterday, I think, but yeah.
From the plasma reactors will
Pretty damn
roast
cool.
them in their foul carapaces.
I'm gassed for that.
This is ill-advised, Talassa. If you do not rig the reactor to detonate, the cyclonic warheads will be wasted.
Favorite weapon setup you always find yourself returning to for assault? I remember you mentioning it's one of your favorite classes. I mean, hammer. Hammer's pretty damn fun right now. I got a game. Ow. Maybe not in this one area where you can't actually do it, but... Or it's too tight. Right. There we go. That's annoying.
The Xenos infestation is stemmed.
Hit that damage reduction when they get there. Favorite weapon setup that you always find yourself returning to for assault? I recommend. Blah, blah, blah. I remember you. Hold on, I should probably pay attention or I'm gonna die. I'm trying to read this.
The enemy is coming. There shall be no reinforcements.
For your returning for your assault, I remember you mentioning it's one of your favorite classes. I mean, just Power Axe. The Power Axe is very good in this game, or Power Fist. But my favorite would be Power Axe. I think Power Axe is way more entertaining to use. Power Fist is a very boring weapon. Oh, hello, how goes the Purge? We are just wrapping up a reclamation game. That's what we were doing.
You must destabilize the plasma reactor. Our brothers from Phaedrus and Heraton shall not have died in vain.
We have reached the plasma reactor units.
I thought the Great Sword was your favorite. Ha ha ha. You know as well as I do, brother, there's no Great Sword in boxing, say. This is an annoying spot for these guys. Actually, maybe it's a little more convenient than I thought it would be. Oh my god. That sucks. That was just a fuck up. Have you made or do you plan on making a guide on how to deal with all enemy types? There will be a lot more guides in the next month. I might not be streaming for a bit, but we'll see. I have a lot of stuff that's all recorded and partially edited. I just have to finish up. God, look at all this fucking bramble. I can change spawn amounts to be like 3 players if you want. Oh yeah, do that too. That'd be good. Thank you, Hypex. That'd be much appreciated. Got some crazy shit going on in the game.
These servitors performed their programmed duties until they were cut down.
Access granted.
Another horde. Do you guys think that Space Marine 2 needs another difficulty? I'm gonna get the honest questions here. I think this game could use... I don't think it'd be that out of pocket, to be honest. Salt is goated. Anybody that says this class is bad is on crack. At this point, I'm interested in how they're going to name it, because we already have Absolute. I don't know if they'll give it a new... Like, I don't even know if they'll actually add a new mode. I hope they do. See if we survive this, because Overcharge is a little rough on this boss fight sometimes. We'll try. You're a pretty good horde clear, though, so... Can't be too bad.
That reactor must be destroyed. Honor our brothers. Honor our chopped up. Here it comes, brothers.
B is a danger. Swapping magazine.
Keep your eyes up. Enlist is out.
I am the righteous sword. The Xenos infestation. I'm ever with. Reload. Commencing reload.
Whoops.
Beware its grasp. Here it comes, brothers. It rains energy spikes upon us.
Alright, we're pretty good for this.
Take flight and less terror.
Enlist is out.
Jump and refuel.
Keep your eyes up.
Wrath shall pray. Avenging angel, your spokesman. Reload.
Here it comes, brothers.
I want a double slam. I want it bad. Not really worth it, but I want it. Alright. Well, whatever. You can land it on.
Beware its grasp.
That's your chosen death. Okay, you know what? Really not.
The beast has the high ground.
Reloading magazine. The Imperium's hammer.
Keep your eyes up.
sully this ship no more.
That was almost bad at the end.
Now, engage the
The propaganda is undeniable these days. That's true. My favorite FTG quote so far.
Advised. The gyroscopic containment shielding prevents
A little sus, a little sus.
plasma dispersal. Plasma cores are now exposed.
It was when they dodged my second slam there, that one part. That did suck. Up until then it was fine. But we're okay. It's all over.
Please be our guide. Talassa, we're tracking your signatures. Octavio and Heriton Leader are already on board. Our brothers prevailed. Core detonation is now a mathematical certainty.
Do you not parry that double swipe? They swing double swipe and you always dodge it? Well, why would I parry it if I have 2 block charges? I don't get any benefit. I get a gun strike off it if I perfect dodge instead.
Deliverance ahead, brothers.
You can also interrupt their a gun strike can also interrupt their final hit.
We will wait as long as we can.
Go. Bonk.
Make haste, pilot.
Brace for turbulence. If not for your valor, Talassa, this
There we go. Thunderhammer overcharge. As fun as ever. Still peak fun. Okay. The last thing those pipsqueaks Tyrion saw was a flying hammer. True. Well, one of them saw me grab his foot and rip him to the ground and rip off his wings, but you know. Who's counting? Oh, 70,000 damage. That's fun.